he's been out.
In polite company. There was no undergraduate runner-up in fiction, but there is a winner, and of that winning piece, Evelina says Monty's has a narrative and has a great narrative and has this crazy fun aspect that is part of Miami and yet at the same time a parody. And its author, Brett Kaplan. Brett?
Monty is a crime story about, I'm going to read a sequence from the opening sequence. All you need to know is that Monty wakes up in the morning and the girl he was with last night robbed him of what he needed to pay a bookie that is coming to meet him now. Monty stood on his balcony smoking a cigarette, looking down at the Cuban guy in his convertible on the other side of Collins. Monty thinking, how much should this guy get paid for a job like this? Because this guy had to be about the dumbest hack Monty had ever met. There's no way these guys trusted him with much. Look at him down there in that slick red button down, the top 3 undone, the way Travolta worked it in Saturday Night Fever. And that cigar in his mouth, that made the scene, chomping away at it like he did. The guy's attention looked like it was on the sidewalk to his right, watching girls go by in vibrant colored bikinis. Every once in a while, he'd look over to the front of Monty's building, waiting for him to come out, but mostly he'd stay on the girls. Monty's plan was to tell the guy he didn't have the money, but explain to him why he didn't have it. The mean little Cuban dude would start giving him attitude before he'd get a chance to talk about Katie, before he'd be able to tell the guy how she took him for all he had. He seemed like that kind. He'd say something about how he trusted him, how Monty told him he had the rest of the cash at his place. He did have it. Monty heard himself tell the guy, well, if you didn't have to go to Joe's to get stone caps for your boss, you would have gotten the cash when the book was bed. He'll give him attitude and tell Monty how he could have gotten the cash if he just went upstairs. It would have taken no more than a few minutes. Ever since these guys saw that movie Scarface, they all thought they could be mean little Tonys, do Pacino for all their customers. Even when they were the ones who mess up, they'd find a way to pin it on their customers and say something like, it's not my fault you don't have the money, the cash. You can't blame me, man. Hitting the word man hard, the way Pacino did it. Every week you miss the vig, it's a finger. Next month it'll be parts you're going to start missing. They're all real hard asses who thought they were real important. The truth was, they were lucky that one of their guys made it, and that they felt bad enough to give them a job. Monty getting ready to go downstairs, put on the same outfit he was wearing last night, the one Katie had ripped off him before she climbed atop him in his bed. The black V-neck with the skinny designer jeans and the black Italian shoes, the nice ones with the snakeskin and the ponytail. When Monty made his way onto Collins and started towards the other side of the street, he saw the Cuban guy pulling his convertible up onto the curb. The Cuban guy saying, "Tough break, man. Fucking LeBron screwed you." He looked over at the beach and opened that big mouth of his before Monty had a chance to say what he wanted. "I love Miami, you know, man? The city, the chicas, the weather, business good. Look at this guy." Monty could thought he was on the set of Scarface. He pictured De Palma behind his camera telling Pacino he was doing good. Maybe get a little less accent. "Sorry about yesterday, man. My boss Tito, he was waiting for lunch. You know, don't want to make him upset." "Hey, don't worry about it, except I kind of wish you stuck around. Let me go back to my place, get the rest of the cash." "Why you say you wish, man? Yesterday you give me 12. The guy had to think about it for a second. "So you owe, what, 8? Yeah, that right. 8 big ones." Man, this guy was dumb. "Look, guy, yeah, I owe you 8 grand, but let me tell you why I don't have the money, and then you call your boss Tito, or whatever his name is, tell him why I don't have his money. Let me tell you something, man. You doing it with me now. Paco, no Tito. You tell me the story, I decide if I want to tell him the bullshit you telling me. All right, pendejo?" "Paco, that's right. Monty, remember that bullshit name of his." Alright, so I meet this guy on the beach yesterday just after we booked the bet. I ask her, "How about we watch the Heat game tonight at the Cleveland?" Without hesitating, she gives me this look, something she did with her eyebrows, and asks what time. I tell her 8, but I get there at about 7, try and get a few drinks and, loosen up before she comes. But she's already there and she's looking hot. I mean, this chick was smoking. Best part, she's wearing a away jersey and these jeans that told me she was definitely Cuban, or one of those. Paco liked that one. Monty could tell by that stupid look on his face, but the same look told him to get on with the story. So we continue the getting to know you bullshit. I laugh at her stupid jokes, but I'm paying attention to the game, because there's a lot on the line, you know? She was the kind, had the jersey, but didn't know if Wade was a guard or a center, so she wasn't that interested. But Jesus, she was hot. It was close coming down the stretch, and as soon as LeBron misses the game winner, I tell her, let's go to my place. She gives me that look again, so I grab her by the hand, and we get out of there. When we get back to my place, she asks me for a drink. Forgot to mention the 3 Long Island she had at the bar. Fucking 3 of them, $16 a piece. You paid for them, right, man? The guy getting into it. Yeah, I pay. So at my place, she starts getting real flirty, telling me how nice my hair is, saying, I like guys with the hairline. After some more bullshit and a smoke on the balcony, we go into my room. She rips my jacket off, throws me on the bed, and gets on top of me like I'm the horse, and she's the fucking cowboy. But I'm liking it, you know, grabbing her ass. After a few hours, we both pass out, and in the morning she's gone. And you know, I'm not thinking much about it. I mean, it's what chicks do. It's like they want no part of the guy the next day. But who knows, to me it was normal. I get up, and first thing I'm thinking, Miami lost, and I can't believe it. But you know what? I took a chance, and I got you paid back. But no big deal, I have the money. Look in the drawer, and it's gone. I looked everywhere and couldn't find it. She's there, and there's no other money for me to pay you back with. Thing is, Paco, you take off, you don't tell me about the vig, or if the juice is even running, nothing. You leave to get stone crabs for your boss, and you make sure you tell him that, you understand? Hey, good fucking story, man. I feel for you. I do, but it don't mean that you gotta pay me back my money. We going to Tito's now. I call him, tell him we coming, and he ain't gonna be happy. Saturday, his day off, man. You relaxing at the pool. Man, this guy was way over in his head. The way he said it was his money. Molly wasn't nervous. He wanted to speak to the man's boss. Tell him this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Paco used the phone that was built in his car to tell Tito that there was a problem, and told him he was coming over with the guy. Before they left, he patted Maya down, getting into it. Hey, Paco? Yes, pendejo? Should I go get my bathing suit?